take on this game individually?
Yeah, really happy to get the 3 in a row. We've been up and down like a roller coaster throughout the season, had our adversity and challenges and changes and everything like that. So for us to find some resolve within the group after getting our butts kicked by 50 by Sydney, what was that, 12 days ago or whatever it was now. We played well against United. We get Phoenix, we get Adelaide at home, and we get this one tonight against a team that's been playing really, really good basketball. They beat the Breakers over in New Zealand the other night on the back of some really good defence, and Jacob's got the team playing really well and playing for each other, and it was a very dangerous game for us coming in, and I think if we, the group did a good job of treating the game with the respect that it deserved. That's a good basketball team, like every team in this league is, and the way that the group prepared and got locked into the scout, and obviously Tyler Harvey's a hell of a basketball player, so he's a big part of what they do, and I think we did a great job with him in the second half in terms of taking the ball out of his hands and making others try and beat us. And then offensively, the ball did the work tonight, like 27 assists on 39 made field goals with only 11 turnovers, and that was something that we spoke about going into the game and making others better, and I think we did a good job of that tonight, particularly in the second half. The ball was off the floor and in and out of people's hands, and we're at the rim, which is pleasing for us. So yeah, really good win for us, and now we go back home and play New Zealand Thursday.
Yeah, and you had plenty of player rotation during the game, 9 players on the score sheet, 5 in double figures, nearly 6. You mentioned the assist bucket ratio high, so it's very much team basketball. Has that been an emphasis in recent weeks by you, or a change in thinking or anything?
Not really a change in thinking. I think, after the Sydney game, we did, like I keep referring to it, but did some soul searching and had a lot of discussions that next day as a group, and one of the big focuses for us is making other people better. What can you do for somebody else? The screening, the sealing, the extra passes, the willingness to throw it out when you get 2 feet in the paint. And slowly over time, we're getting better at that. And playing these 4 games in 8 days, we've found a rhythm offensively. But what it's been built on the back on is our defense, which generates easy points. We get stops, we get runouts. Froling and King seem to get that stupid touchdown pass every game. I'm not sure how it keeps happening, but it's great. Like just the easy points that we're generating that we weren't generating early in the season when our offense felt like it was just in a hole all the time. Every shot was a grind. Every shot's contested. We're getting more uncontested looks, and it's on the back of player ball movement, unselfishness. Everybody willing to do something for someone else. Yeah, definitely. We had success against this team earlier in the year, having a paint focus. We beat them twice in a week earlier in the year, and it was on the back of the post guys getting us going, and it was certainly something we made a focus of was to attack from the inside out, and Baines is obviously a big part of that. His presence around the rim is huge. He just takes up so much space, and it's hard to get around him, and if you do get around him, someone else is laying it in because he's created a driving lane for someone else. So yeah, definitely a focus for us, and I think we did a good job for the most part of staying with that. We lost our way a little bit in the second quarter, a little bit too dribble heavy, but we found our way back in the third, and the first possession in the third, we get Baines at the rim. The next time down, we get Drew a good look in the post. So yeah, really pleased for how the group stayed consistent with that focus.
I think it's just about basketball character. I mean, obviously, what our bigger picture is out of the equation, playoffs. But at the end of the day, we're professionals. Guys have families. You have a lot to play for no matter what's going on. So I think it shows a lot of character on our team's part by sticking with it and having some pride. And me personally, I've been here a month, and just the support and the people behind the scenes that do a lot for us as a team and as an organization deserve an effort despite the record. So that's something myself and my team here, especially lately, has tried to focus in on, and we just want to use this last stretch of games to play our best ball and peak. So you always find something to play for, even when the bigger picture is out of the equation.
Henry, 18 points on 8 of 11. The commentary thought you were quiet, unassuming accumulator. What do you think of that description?
Oh man, I mean, I get in there, I actually talked to Coach, you know, right after the Sydney game, and I told him that the way that I play, I always pride myself on playing efficiently and doing it on 3 levels and making the right play. And normally when I play well, my team always plays well. And as I look at the stat sheet, I see the assists, I see 18, 12, 23, 14, 15 in the scores column, 11 turnovers, 54 from field goal, 40% from 3. You know, like top to bottom, our team played well, and normally I'm a byproduct of what my team is doing. So I'm just, you know, it's good to get in rhythm, get some stuff early. I know I can do that efficiently, but to see everybody else around me get into a little bit of a flow was big for our team.
How are you finding it since you've joined Brisbane? Is it meeting your expectations, or give us your take on the NBL?
Oh, honestly, I've had a great experience coming here. I mean, obviously, we struggled a little bit early on, but, you know, when you have good people around you, when you have people that are trying to do it the right way, when you have a community, when you have fans that support you no matter what, that goes a long way. And I haven't, in terms of the city experience, you know, our game schedule has been crazy. I mean, I've played a lot of games in this stretch, but just to get around the guys, just to get around good people when we travel, when we eat, all of that stuff, it's been a great experience for me, and I have high regard for the league. Our city, the other cities we've been to, I've just been really impressed with this NBL Australia experience as a whole.
Rick, if you can go on to win 5 or 6 of your last 6 games, what does that do for Brisbane and what does it do for you?
Yeah, it's not about me. That's for certain. It's about the group and about this organisation. We talked a lot about shaping who we want to be, and you know, we've got some key pieces returning next year with Baines and Sobey, so 2 pretty good basketball players to build a team around. So it's about staying consistent with who we want to be now and building into next year. Like, guys have a lot to play for. You know, with 9, 10 guys off contract. You know, everybody, there's always that in the back of your mind in the professional environment, which is just the reality of how it is. And I think when you play the right way and you win basketball games the way that we're doing, people take notice. You know, you can have numbers on bad teams and no one really takes notice of that. So for us, playing the right way, TJ talked in the press the other night about basketball karma. I think we're treating the game with respect. We're coming into work every day. Drew talks about the quality of people around the team, the organisation. Everybody cares a lot. Like, it would have been really, really easy for everybody just to go, we've got 7 games left after Sydney, and, you know, it'll be what it'll be, and we'll get out of here, and everyone will go their separate ways. But you see the care that's there for the group, the care that's there for each other in terms of celebrating each other's success. Like, I would use Gak as an example. Gak hasn't played a lot the last couple of games because Tyrell's been really good. You know, Gak plays 15 minutes tonight, has 4 points, 4 assists and 2 boards, but he brought energy to the group, and you see everybody celebrating his success. So there's a really good group of people in that locker room who care a lot about each other, and it's unfortunate we haven't had the success we desired, but right now we've got 3 games left, and the focus is you play the best basketball we can the right way and set this thing up for next year for whoever's here, and you know, we build into the future and be consistent with it.
Question there, Ron? Yeah, all good, thank you.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.